What do you think about hood dudes?
I think hood dudes don't have emotional intelligence. They're just excessively feminine men that mask the fact that they're tough as being hood. Because very, very masculine men don't need to react like crash outs. You don't gotta go to jail because somebody looked at you the wrong way. You got a lot of pent up energy that you might need some therapy for. You're not big and tough. Being big and tough is being able to take care of your family, making sure that kids are taken care of. There ain't nothing cool about being hood. You can't give me no excuse about you growing up in an impoverished community. I grew up in a third world country and I came to America and became successful. So I don't want to hear it.
Yo, what's up, everybody? We're back. Let's be real. Episode 22. Man, you know, as always, the guy MD, Mr. Kid Big Baby. Man, we got something to talk about, man.
Yeah, you know they seen that clip. So, what you got to say? Because you know I got a lot to say about this time because you know I was raised in the hood, so you know what I'm saying. I've been on both sides of the track, so I know that I got that experience to speak on both. So
Okay.
let's get it. You know.
Okay. Well, Tough Tonys, man. You know what? That's what it's gonna be about. You know, as for me being an '80s baby, and then you know what I'm saying. I think we both '80s babies. You know what I'm saying? '70s, okay.
Late '70s. You know,
Okay.
I'm a OG in the street, son. You know what I mean?
Okay. You know what I'm saying? I think it's safe to say we've seen a drastic change.
Yeah.
And
the narrative, you know what I'm saying, for a man being a man has most definitely changed through years.
Definitely.
And it's just kind of, you know, where we at as a society as a whole is kind of crazy because it's like we said, the tough Tony, you know, and we call it the tough Tony because, you know, that's the image that people try and, you know what I'm saying, try and portray.
Yeah.
And what you think about how it says, you know, hood dudes, but it's a homosexual thing.
Well, I mean, just go dive right into being homosexual. I mean, I don't necessarily just gonna go straight into thinking it's a homosexual.
I don't think so myself, but you know, it's something to talk about.
So what I do think is that there's a lot of confusion. You know, I do think there's a lot of confusion in the way these they're getting brought up and what they're listening to and what they're idolizing, and it just involves their thinking a whole different process.
For me, the reason why I think the way I think when it comes to this specific topic, and it's more so because of like you know, growing up in the '80s, being in the '70s, you know, NWA was one of the hottest groups out. You know what I'm saying? People still talk about it to this day. Made a whole movie about these young cats.
Good movie.
Damn good movie. But people don't know what I'm saying, really to understand the dynamic of that group and the direction that they went with it. People don't look at like what made Ice Cube leave the group. You know what I'm saying? And what made Ice Cube the way he was. But me, I'm an Ice Cube fan, and I got a lot of respect for Ice Cube, not just for what, you know what I'm saying, what he's done for it with his life, but what he's done with his career. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things Ice Cube brought to my attention, this was some years ago, was how the music industry is ran by the same people who run the prisons, who own the prisons. So you know the narrative, you know what I'm saying, is going to be, you know what I'm saying, set in place by them specifically to, you know what I'm saying, keep lining their pockets, so to speak. So. And I'm not one of the people that, you know what I'm saying, who gonna sit up here and try and feed you some whatever. I'm gonna go off, you know what I'm saying, what people should actually know. Music is, you know what I'm saying, it's like a spell, so to speak. What you listening to is what it depends on your temperament and how you know what I'm saying you raised. If you raised off in the street by this music, you're gonna be you know what I'm saying, a product of your environment and the music you listen to.
I don't agree with that much of that, but I do agree with what you said though. you can't, like, I do believe it can't be like a spell. It can't be,
It's misleading. Like you see a lot of it nowadays.
like, you know what I'm saying? So I do believe that, because, everybody can listen to some crazy music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can listen to different types of, I'm not a big fan of this new music, because I guess you can say NWA will be considered 80s drill, you know what I'm saying, or 80s gangster music, you know what I'm saying?
It really paid, really opened the door for a lot of shit.
So, with that being said, with today's drill music is considered, doing everything you say and how real and how accurate it be, and disrespect anything, you know what I'm saying, at all times. And how much people, and a lot of the songs is, we all know rap's always been kind of degrading towards women, you know what I'm saying, but now it's to the point where women are just, coming out. We ain't gonna get too much into them, but I'm just saying.
We ain't gonna really try.
Yeah,
we don't try to steer clear of y'all right now.
Y'all calm the fuck down.
Yeah, pump your brakes, hey.
Right.
Take your pedal off the gas, all right? Take your pedal off the gas.
So it's definitely, it's taking a big switch, both genders.
Yeah, absolutely.
But deep down, who's getting affected by it? I want to say the men. I want to just say the men. They're really affected by it the most. And with them, this.
What really leads me and pushes me, towards that the mindset that's really the case. When you have people who came up and they didn't come up in the hood, but they talk about stuff that happens in the hood. They rapping about stuff that happens in the hood, bro. That's the wrong lane for them to be in.
Well, and that's of course
that's a lot. It's a lot of people, a lot of dudes. And
you didn't have your little mabos. Your little mabos move.
You got
what's the nigga's name, little mabu? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have people like that. 6ix9ine. You're gonna have people like that.
You have your 6ix9ines. You gonna have your Drakes.
That's why I really couldn't consider myself being taken here, considered a serious rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like
I can't take a lot of dudes as a, and I'm a fan of the Migos, but Migos ain't even from the hood. Like, come on, let's keep that a buck, bro. Like a lot of you, the select few dudes that are actually from the hood, that are embraced by the hood, like let's be honest, like. Y'all can't sit up there and try and spin that narrative, even if y'all wanted to. So when you have, you know what I'm saying, I really don't want to say this dude's name, but if you got certain people that are, you know what I'm saying, that call themselves from the hood, but they doing, you know what I'm saying, weird stuff. Like, come on, man, like let's not try and spin the narrative like it's not true.
But still, we getting off of it, like, because at the end of the day, like, even if they are from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, just like homie said, you know what I'm saying? There's more things to life than being hood. Because you come from someplace.
You ain't got to let that evolve who you is as a person. It's up to you to set your goals and make sure your goals don't limit you to this lane. When that's one of the reasons why I have such a hard time with the whole, like, being hood is like the way you try to argue it is, it's motherfuckers having feminine issues. No, that's a culture. That's a lifestyle. That's something that people grow up in, and they ain't come about that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they think. You know what I'm saying? Now it's become what they think, and now this is what they're gonna do.
They embrace it.
And until they have some type of life-shattering moment, you know what I'm saying, or if they actually decide to listen to somebody who they want to, because I'm pretty sure, even I wasn't a hood kid, but I like to be in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, and there's a lot of kids like that are bad, or just, you know what I'm saying, but sometimes they gravitate towards somebody, or they fuck with somebody, and it can either be, depending on the person, hopefully it's good, but most of the times it can be bad. So it's like, it's tough is it tougher for kids in the hood?
It's a combination.
Is it tougher for kids in the hood to change? Or is it tougher for kids who grew up in a more fortunate environment that want to be in the streets?
It's the opposite. It's the flip side of that. It's tougher for the people in the hood. And I'm gonna break it down to you why. Because I was in them shoes. So because I've lived on both sides of the track. In order for me to become the person that I am now, it took me getting locked up. So I was forced to, sit down, read, change not just my thought pattern, change my behaviors, my tendencies. I had to let go of parts of me that I'm tethered to the hood. No matter if I want to, go live in Paris, I'm still tethered to the hood because I still got lifelines in there. I still got people I care about that's in the hoods. So am I supposed to, be like, okay, I'm gonna write y'all off and just be, yeah, that's what people of success will tell you. But the problem with that is that's not what faith tell you. Faith tell you gotta help. You gotta bring your family with you. You gotta help them get about that.
If they want to get help, but why don't? That's what I'm just about to ask this question. So, and like people from the hood too, help each other.
All my people, all my family, all my cousins, all my family, all my friends, chime in, put something in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Give us your opinion. Give us, your feedback because you seen what we talking about. You know what's going on. And my thing is with the way society is right now, the way it's not even. I can't even say it's just the hood because it's not just the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like people go through stuff everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I done been cool with with dudes that live in trailer homes and they had it just as bad. But it's a mindset. Like I know people that live in both trailer homes and live in the hood that they happy, they content. You know what I'm saying? That this is what they know. So they content coming back to this every day. It's a comfort for them. And so then you got other people who are like, man, they trying to run from the other dudes trying to run from that shit. Like they don't want to have to carry a pistol, keep a pistol up under the seat in their car and keep a pistol on them. They don't want to have to live that life. But some people they find comfort in that. It's like like wearing a bulletproof vest. They find comfort knowing this is what I know. I ain't gonna worry about nothing over here. I move stuff over here, and that's who they are.
So what I want to ask for people in the hood that kind of just grew up and they're just still in the hood, and I say this with the most respect for people that been in the hood, because I didn't grow up in the hood. I like to be in the hood, and then somehow, somewhere, I actually ended up in the hood, and I didn't like it. So I guess my question for you guys is, why do you guys want to stay there? Why do you guys want to be in that situation? And because when you look at other people that you idolize, they're in way better situations. They're in way better lifestyles. And when this is something that even middle class people, do. They want to get better and better and better, but there's this look on this hood where we just got to keep it hood, and it's all we're going to do, and it doesn't really make any sense.
It's the culture, I'm not gonna sit up here and.
We know that though. We know it's the culture. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, what? Do you not understand that there's only certain outcomes to the hood? This isn't chess. You know what I'm saying? This is checkers we're talking about, and the main ones that get affected by the hood is the poor people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And but we idolize this poor mentality
because it's so. I was literally just having this conversation with a young dude at my job because he actually his whole reason for even coming at me and asking me this question was because he was like, what made me want to change? What made me want to be better? Most people don't know what I'm saying, take the time, even if you're in the hood, to really assess where they life at, where they trying to be, what they want to do. They have aspirations. So they aspirations, some people go hard for that motherfucker. Some people lackadaisically, just if it happens, if I get the chance, if it happens, so be it. If it don't, whatever. But then there's them select few that, you know what I'm saying, they gonna go hard for what they trying to, you know what I'm saying, get to, what they trying to build. And it's more so because, like, when I say it's a cultural thing, so it's a cultural thing in the sense that I don't give a fuck if you black, white, Hispanic. When you living in the hood, you get to that point to where you know your surroundings, you know your environment. And it's kind of funny to me that, you know what I'm saying, when I go back now and I really think about some of the terminology that we used when I was younger. Oh, I'm going to the crib, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go lay up, I'm about to go cake, and I'm about to go meet my, you know what I'm saying, my lady, and just thinking about the terminology, you basically saying like I'm going back to the womb, you know what I'm saying? You putting yourself in a mindset that I need to go backwards.
I mean, the lingo.
And here's the reason why I say that, why I speak specifically towards the lingo, is because the lingo is a way. It's like affirmation. It's like keeping a motherfucker in the mindset, a mental space that going backwards, being in the womb, is a comfort. So you stick with that lingo, you gonna stay in what's comfortable for you.
I mean,
that's okay, because that's what
I feel what you're saying. I absolutely feel it, because a perfect example. It's why I quit Kirby, because I can't get down with this lingo. You know what I'm saying, with the uppity lingo, because I'm more comfortable talking to y'all like how I'm talking to my guy. I'm talking to y'all,
and that's the life.
But at the same time, like, I'm cool with niggas being whatever terminology. Maybe tone down the swearing, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got to be a role model, you know what I'm saying?
You got to be respectful.
You got to be, exactly. You got to know your surroundings. Just because you hood, you don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem.
Now here's my problem with that, though. I feel that, but you and me both know, because you know, we just had a whole day where respect was completely out the window, and every motherfucker just was most definitely trying to fuck up our energy while we was taking our nice little drive.
I mean, but that's a totally different situation, because we wasn't in no hood.
You know what? Here's the reason why I say that specifically, right? People have a bad habit of thinking, and I say it's a bad habit. It's a bad habit because as black men, we get a bad label just because of our complexion.
What's our label? What's our label for black men? What do we got?
We always get that. Oh, he's an angry black man. The minute a black man goes to check somebody, people get offended. Like we shouldn't speak up for ourselves. Like we should be less than and shut the fuck up. Now, my problem with that is the rest of the world will do shit to antagonize a black man, and then expect him to just let that shit go. So when he actually blow up on somebody, it's, oh, he's being an angry black man. You can't have it that way, because you want a person to respect you, but you won't respect him. Now, my problem with that, and the reason why I say it specifically that way, is because the minute no one says somebody expects me to respect them, I'm gonna treat you. I'm gonna give you the same energy that you give off. Because if you give me some fucked up energy, I'm gonna give you some fucked up energy back. And the reason why I'm gonna give you that fucked up energy back, so you feel the same feelings I'm feeling. Now, I don't care if it's uncomfortable, awkward, rude, disrespected. You go feel some type of way.
I mean, shit.
But it's because with society, the lack of manners is a problem. And I say lack of manners because you can't. We've had our moments where, for example, when we went to the boxing event, where people would just approach us. We the only black dudes in line, but somebody would just approach us, thinking that we want to be talked to. When there's a whole line full of motherfuckers they could have walked up to talk to. You're gonna talk to the only two black people you see, and you want to start just asking a million more questions. Like it's one of the things where Where's the respect level? If you want to introduce yourself the right way. Don't just walk up to people and just start trying to talk to people. It's a respect thing. You can't have respect is earned. You can't just demand respect when you come up to people.
Well, I'm still flabbergasted. I'm kind of backtracking. I'm starting to really think, because we all had our moments, you know what I'm saying? I've had
Ain't nobody perfect.
I've had my gang banging moments.
Ain't nobody perfect.
I've had my criminal activities.
You was thugged out for a minute.
And most of that time it was just confusion. You know what I'm saying? Just lack of leadership, lack of guidance. Lack of guidance. You know what I'm saying?
That's usual though.
And it's funny because I learned guidance from somebody who I never thought I would learn from, and it's really kind of sad when if some of you guys do take a trip to, some real shit, like my man, like we both been, it's kind of a reality check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The shit that you were doing outside in the world, it's not how it is when you're in this place called jail or prison. I say prison.
Prison.
Because there's county and then there's prison. Depending on the county you're at, can be fucked up. But when you're in prison, it's a little bit different. You kind of have to be, you can't be wild.
You got to know your lane.
If you're wild, you better be on some type of plug or
real. You better
whatever.
Plug in.
Because like, how do I say this? Because I know you have more knowledge than I do about this, and but yet I like to take a lot of things in because I know my time there is very different from everybody there.
With prison, and it's crazy because people get the really fucked up and misconception of prison when you watch, old TV shows,
absolutely,
like
absolutely.
Oz and Prison Break and all that shit. Everybody think that everybody that went to prison is homosexual. That's not the case.
And just another thing, those are like super max prisons.
Yeah.
That most of those shows that you see that are fucking ridiculous.
When you sit up here and you want to talk about how men become men or boys become men, most dudes go from boys to men when they get locked up and they have to do real time.
I disagree with that.
But when I say real time, I don't mean no.
Okay, real. Okay.
I ain't talking about no couple years, few years, 5 years. No, when they do little time like that, they gonna go out as a boy. They gonna come in as a boy. And they go right back out there as a boy.
Maybe hope.
The only way that you see where a dude changes, he doing 10, 15, 20 years, and he actually get behind, get with some, some real niggas that's educated and that's trying to push him to read, study and get his shit together.
Yeah,
that's when you see dudes actually evolve and become better person than what they was. But them wild motherfuckers that come in, if they coming in, they're not gonna be. If they ain't gonna be. If you wild, you better get plugged in right away. You gotta make sure motherfuckers know who the fuck you is, who you align with, because that's when wild shit goes. You gonna see a wild. I don't watch motherfuckers come in on that wild shit and get fucked up.
All right, hold on. Before we go all crazy and talk about that, I agree and disagree with some of the things you said. One, I really don't think you have to be in jail for more than 10 years to change. I don't agree with that at all. But I do understand people sitting down a long time like that. They got to reflect. They got to think about some shit. And like most of the times, they should change their life. Because 10 years plus, ain't short, dog. That's a long time. Bro.
That's why I said that.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers doing a little time. It's not most time. I'm speaking from experience. I done watched dudes come in there with 4, 5, 6 years, get out and come right back, time and time again, because their mindset and their what their the way that they was living, they didn't want to change nothing. They was.
But they can be there for 10 years and 20 years, and they'll come out and they can probably still do the same thing.
Yeah, because but that's because most of the motherfuckers, the people you talking about, they're not doing what a lot of dudes that actually do that amount of time do, which is come in, they try and grow, they try and learn something. They're not just sitting on. I done seen some dudes come in there like you just said, who did 10, 12 years, who sat, did nothing. Twiddled their thumbs, got fat, put on, you know what I'm saying, 10, 15, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds, and then do nothing with themselves. Every now and then they'll play a sport here, they'll play basketball, they'll play, you know what I'm saying, baseball, softball, they'll occasionally work out. They ain't really do nothing with themselves. Because they have motherfuckers still sending the money consistently all the time. When a motherfucker gotta do that shit and they lose their main chick, they lose they mom, know what I'm saying, pass away or something like that, and they got to, know what I'm saying, sit up there and do the rest of the time by themselves. Mm-hmm. You'll see the growth in the person real quick. When they doing that time by themselves, you'll see a growth in the person real quick.
Maybe not. I hear you, dog. I hear you. I'm definitely listening here. It's just everybody. A lot of people are different, and I've seen just like how you seen more than I've had, but I've seen people who are just on their last years. You know what I'm saying? Still act. You know what I'm saying? And these people are either achieved somewhere or they just nobodies, and like you can tell some people are smooth. Yeah. You don't try. You don't want to get out, or you can just it's a really weird vibe. But I do believe by going to jail one time, it can set you straight.
Yes, for some people it can, and it's more so because like it goes back to like the environment situation. So I say it go back to the environment situation because like I said, I've been on both sides of the track. So I don't watch some white dudes who ain't never did nothing, ain't never ain't never got in trouble for nothing. As soon as they get locked up, they so shell shocked, they like, man, I ain't never coming back here, fuck this shit. And all of a sudden you won't never see that motherfucker ever again unless you catch that bumping that motherfucker somewhere out. But I also seen some motherfucker uppity ass motherfuckers who they so, I don't give a fuck, I got money. I can do what the fuck I want. And they don't change not a one iota because they done bought themselves out of everything. I literally was in jail before I just got out. I was in the camp with a white dude. Dude owned like 3-4 ATMs, houses, and all that. The dude bought himself out of like 5-6 drunk drivers. Dude was supposed to be in prison for at least 15 years. No, dude bought himself out that shit, got out, and died of an overdose within 6 months of him being out. All because he was content being the person that he was. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Like motherfuckers supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? The prison might change the person off at one time, but then there's them people who are so content, so dudes that are so set in their ways because this is all I know. I got money. I'm doing me. They're not gonna change their mind because they got what people, a lot of dudes be start talking about they want.
Okay, well, people from the hood. It's so funny because there's so many of y'all in prison.
Still stunned, huh?
I mean, it's just what I'm thinking because we're just talking about a lot of shit here. So
gotta take that going.
Because it was not a good time. It just really sucked.
Prison sucked, man. Prison sucked. Period. It's because you can't make phone calls like you want to. You can't see your family like you want to.
I mean, that's obvious. That's obvious.
You can't move. You can't get up out your bed. You can't do nothing without, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker saying, yeah, go ahead.
Well, what sucked for me was that just watching people as if this shit was just cool.
Yeah, that shit with me.
All the other shit you was saying, that's just obvious. Like, we know we're gonna be locked up. We know we can't call people. We know we ain't gonna have things like I was like, I got that. Like, I was, you know, like for motherfuckers who go to prison, some are just dumb as fuck. Some just like get in the role and move on. And you know what I'm saying? Like, people being comfortable, people actually liking it, people actually respecting that they're in there is just fucked up to me. And those are almost like 95% of the fucking people.
It's programming.
You know what I'm saying? And then and it's fucked up is even though because if you depend on where you go, you're gonna see some people that are plugged.
Really?
There are people that are chiefs, they're princes or whatever the fuck they are in their gang establishment, and they might be walking around you one day. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's crazy because you'll think those guys will be like the models, but like they're just smarter. But worse criminals, you know what I'm saying? They're just smarter. Yeah, and then you really gotta evaluate yourself when you're in there.
Yeah.
Like you really have to evaluate what do you like doing in there? What do you see what you're doing that can also everybody else can see what you're doing type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's so really technical because a lot of people are watching you. And if you fuck up on any type of little thing that has nothing that's beyond your game establishment, yeah, bro.
You cross certain lines, you gonna catch it.
You fuck around, set the deck up and don't even know it.
For real.
But I do think for some of these people who are kind of like beyond themselves, but they're on this path, they've been probably doing some time.
Yeah.
But you just notice they're always moving through every day by day, and they probably have a little crew posse, same type of clique niggas that they're all on the same, on the path doing some time.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I look at that into that group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And got to learn some knowledge, and I'll tell you what, dog. Every single one of them niggas wish they never did what they did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every single one of them niggas.
That's kind of what I meant though. It's like the dudes who come in and they actually take the time to actually assess themselves, to actually really reflect.
That's time, bro.
Yeah, those be the dudes who you can see, like, yeah, I need to get through this. Let me get with that clique of niggas.
But at the same time, you still got them other goofy that do time too.
Yeah, but they goofies because them niggas they got the mindset that I can still somehow get up out this shit. Like,
why do y'all think that?
Because it's a game.
Why do y'all want that? Why do you want that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is something that certain individuals just have to answer. You know what I'm saying?
Here's why I find it funny that you say, why do they want that, right? So like, I had one of my buddies that I worked out with. It was an older native dude, and he had told me, he's like try reading one of these books, you know, try reading one of the hood books, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a hood book person. I tried it, you know what I'm saying?
Love them.
And I respect. I just like it because I started liking them because they were a reflection of what I knew. You know what I'm saying? They were a reflection of, you know what I'm saying, being in the hood, being on the block. You know what I'm saying? Cuz over here, you know what I'm saying, moving this, and fam over here moving this, and I'm tight with these motherfuckers, and knowing that, you know what I'm saying, like, man, I done seen motherfuckers go through some shit. I've seen motherfuckers have to move some shit, and it's a reflection of what I know. But that's all I need. I don't need no more than that. I don't need no more reflection. I don't need no more than a reflection. I'm trying to go this way because I'm trying to do something more. I know. Like I got my aspiration is to be on a different plane without having to ever, you know what I'm saying, go through none of that shit. And a lot of cats don't get that mindset because they get in that motherfucker. They feel like shit. I can still get up out this shit. Shit, I'm just taking my time doing it. Like it's a game, and it's a game because that's the way they treated life. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I know if I it's either grave or the cave, prison, and I know it's one of the two.
Just go to jail, man. Just fucking just live in jail. That's what you really want. You really
And the crazy part about it is, it's like you said though.
just stay there. Don't even worry about it. Just tell me you want to spend the rest. Say you want to do like a couple years, 5 years for free. Fuck it. See if you like it. For real. So I really think, because it's sad, man, because like, you're going to fuck around, you either meet a father figure in there, a big brother, or you're going to meet a fucking goofy or just straight animals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's you're not going to meet much in there. You got to, you know what I'm saying? That's about it.
So,
Let me ask you this.
What's that?
Let me ask you this, because I want to get this in before we close this out. So, because I mean, we talked a lot, and kind of ran away from it. This tough Tony shit, when it comes to beef and all this extra on site, you know what I'm saying? Like this, it just sucks because I can't say what I want to say because I know there's been killings been around. Like, because I want to say, what I want to say is that why do all these people from the hood want the attention so bad of all the other niggas in the hood, even though they know that they're beefing, they know that they're mad at each other, and it kind of makes it seem like it's like feminist, just like how Buddy was, you know what I'm saying, talking about this. When you see these guys going back and forth, live, screaming, hollering, when they could easily just meet the fuck up somewhere and just handle this problem.
it's good. So like the way, so it's kind of funny that you say that, right? Because I was watching like a docu-series about the dudes in Chicago, OTF. And I was talking about, and it was about how OTF and NBA YoungBoy had a beef, and how they cliques, you know what I'm saying, were beefing everywhere on site. And I kind of took a step back, and I'm like, and y'all beefing because what, over music? Like, and I'm sitting up here thinking about it, like, I would say it's homosexual, but it's not. It's a pride thing, and that's the one thing I can honestly say I took from the hood is that black men and dudes in the hood are very prideful. They hold on, just a second, hold on, let me finish.
Just go ahead. I'm just
They
saying.
were very prideful. Late, as of late, and it's more so because with the new culture and new, you know what I'm saying, way of life. This flashing money, motherfuckers, only time you see motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, really getting out like that, you know what I'm saying, flashing money like that, they in the strip club, they doing something. But now it's like, motherfuckers post money, they post guns, they post everything. It's like, what are you posting everything for? Because you want to be seen? You want motherfuckers know you got this shit so motherfuckers come rob you? Like, it just don't balance out, it don't make sense for it to be like homosexual because for me, if it's homosexual, then you're doing it with a sexual intent. And I don't see no sexual intent being attached to that. What I see is motherfuckers, know what I'm saying, trying to make it seem like they're doing some shit when they're really just telling themselves.
I think it kind of is a little bit questionable, suspect.
It's most definitely suspect.
I think it's definitely questionable because nobody should really be idolizing another man so much that if you extremely hate this person, hate's a strong word, by the way.
Very strong.
So if you really hate somebody, you're gonna do something about it, or you want to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? And like, not screaming on the top. I don't know. I come from a different era. That's like when you guys are in the clubs. You're in the club, and like, what do guys go to? What is really the most number one thing guys go to clubs for? For what? If we, you know what I'm saying?
What kind of club we talking about?
Let's just picture
Nightclub.
4 black guys, you know what I'm saying,
Strip club.
going on night, and they just going to a club. What's their exactly their objective?
They're going to catch a bitch,
or try to talk to one. You know what I'm
Forgive me,
saying?
ladies, but that's what dudes are going. And I'm saying that to say that But women also come to the club for the same thing.
Trying to fuck women right now. We ain't talking about them. So what I'm saying, so when you got these guys going to clubs, they're going there to catch a girl. They're going there to try to catch something. But if you look to the left of this girl that's probably looking at you, but you look at this nigga who happen to be looking at you, you gravitate towards the nigga. Like what? Like watch out, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like watch out. Like push the bitch aside. Like what you looking at, fam? Like I'm looking at you. What you looking at? Like
that shit blow me though, cause, and I say it blow me is cause I don't know where it came from that dudes think it's cool to fight over a female.
It's not even about that right now. Like because why are you guys so worried about each other? We can't. You like some of this. So now we can't have fun no more. There's just we can't live our life. We can't talk to a female. We can't be around other black people because like what's the point of having a club in the hood if we can't go there? If all we're gonna do is just look at other niggas and you tell me that's not suspect.
Get into it and somebody shoot at the club.
But like you tell me that's not suspect. Like I'm dancing as a girl, you looking at me, and like I'm looking at the girl dancing, staring at me, and I look at you, you looking at me, and I'm worried about you. But the girl who's next to me was looking at you, and you look, we like eyes, and we have a moment. Like just you see how that even sounds? And now them niggas fighting.
You know, I really gave up the club scene because I'm of the mindset that ain't no dude worth fighting or getting into, even talking to, even looking at. I'd rather not deal with a nigga if I gotta deal with it if I'm trying to talk to a pretty female.
Let me know why. What's the point?
I don't comprehend it, and I say I don't comprehend it. Like I don't even like going to clubs or bars because there be more dudes in bars than there is females, and the females that be in the bars, they
ran through.
Exactly. They didn't caught about 7 dicks up in that motherfucker. It's about you fuck around trying to talk to this bro, you got like 7 niggas looking at you.
Cause they done fuck. And what's crazy is that these girls come to the same. Anyway, we know that's a whole other topic. That's a whole other topic.
But it's the
guys.
But that's why I said that.
We're felon. We're a felon, bro.
Like you got it's 7 dudes worried about something that obviously. You know, why are you sitting up here concentrating on this? And it's more so because of it's like a drama.
So like pretty much guys are
it's like they need something to focus their attention on to keep motherfuckers from getting to that bitch.
You know what I think's weird too is fucking another dude's girl while they're in not because they're in a relationship, but just knowing there's another dick penetrating this bitch at the moment. And another nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'll eat the bitch out and everything. I really think them dudes really are suspect. Like
what's suspect to me is when
or cheaters, I guess you can call them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's mostly what they pretty much are.
Here's the shit that's suspect to me, right? And dudes say, I done had somebody tell me like, I'll do it. When you have couples, you have a husband and wife, ask a dude, I want you to fuck my wife. My mindset is this. Why does this dude want me to fuck his wife? Because that's the gay shit I be talking about.
We clearly that. We know that. I'm talking about the niggas who ain't on that, openly saying that shit.
But that's
we talking about, I'm trying to tackle something here. I'm trying to understand like why niggas is just being so fucking ridiculous and they don't really understand the truth that they're really doing behind what they're doing. And it's really sad. And it's really because we're really running the world. The culture is really running the world, and it's really running this shit. And now we got girls like fucking all these female artists that are just fucking blatantly just destroying a perfect goddess woman. And then we got all these mysterious guys that are just weirdos and I don't know tough Tonys, but they all fight over the dumbest shit. And not many people can just understand that the field is a little bit better if you go branch off and do your own thing and try to find people like you to build. But no, we want to stay fucking somewhere, staying consolidated. Isolating the same fucking dumb predicament as the next person and try to take over everything that person's doing. Still while trying to maintain your lifestyle. Dude, you might as well just go to fucking prison. Because you could be around all the guys. You can be free. You don't have to pay for shit, and you get fed. If you're, because like I really think it's suspect. So if you're not suspect, it's really gonna suck. And it sucked for me. You know what I'm saying? So like at the same time, guys, from a real man standpoint, when they're looking at you and they're thinking of you like, oh man, you're weird. This is not what we're supposed to do. This is not for our kids to be, following. Like when we have our kids talking like this, acting like this, it's a failure. So especially for black and or color. But I just in my opinion, because I love all races, but I hate to see the culture swallow everybody when we got to work on all culture. So, you know what I'm saying? Because if we work on all culture, we might save the planet. Man, we might save the planet.
Our culture is what makes the planet evolve, like you just said.
Okay. So guys, let us know what you think. Okay. This was a big show. We definitely love our culture, man. This is why we're doing it.
That's what
this is why we're here.
We're doing it for them. You know what I'm saying? But I want to make sure we evolve from the bullshit we in.
And it's got to change with yourself, my friends. You got to change with yourself. Take
big boy pants on.
That point too.
Grown man pants.
It sometimes just takes a little push, and you got to do it on your own. And sometimes you might have somebody there with you. Like I'm blessed to have the people who I'm here with today, and they are blessed the same as well.
Real.
So guys, if we say this all the time because we want to push peace. We definitely push peace. So if you're feeling some type of way or you want to get something handled, man, holler at us. You know what I'm saying? We'll help you. You know what I'm saying? Comment on whatever you want.
We trying to know what I'm saying. We trying to have y'all grow with us as we grow. Yeah. And with our growth comes your growth, we hoping. And with that being said, let's try and keep pushing this peace and make sure, not just we have a peaceful world, but we have a growthful world where we growing and being better. We doing better.
Like you said, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, because we try to do other things. So, my man's into, the working out. He's got his own channel. We're gonna put that up pretty soon. And then, of course, I'm into people don't know I'm into gaming. He's into working out. I'm into gaming. We got our own things going on. I got a Twitch. We're gonna put that up next episode too as well. Guys, especially the guys, we gotta do better.
Gotta do better. Let's try and do better to change this world for the better. You know what I'm saying?
Without us, shit. That ain't really much. And that's no shot. That's just
real shit.
Facts. Exactly. Got anything else, big dog?
Oh man, we pretty much hit everything. But I like bro just said. Let's angle to do better. In the coming time, in the coming year, and try. Not really just lift each other up, but try and look at each other in a more respectful, more positive light. Because where we at right now, the culture ain't changing shit. It's dragging shit down. So let's step our game up to elevate instead of going backwards.
So gotta get woke, fellas.
Exactly.
Gotta get woke. Okay. Well, we appreciate you guys as well.
Hit that button.
Hit the like and subscribe.
Hit them buttons, boy.
You already know.
Catch these.
Man, we just playing though, but I don't know.
I know we pushing peace.
Also, fellas, we got this our 22 episodes, so coming up our very special episode 25th, be our quarter of 100. That's the goal, to get to 100. So
we're gonna make sure y'all meet the man behind the plan, and we gonna make sure we gonna keep trying to bring this to y'all. Make sure y'all keep showing us that love. Hit them buttons and show, hey, you got your big baby. M Dog, let's be real.